I've never met a tailor before, but I know you ain't one.
Come with me. What do you see? I see a young man with potential. Pull the hook on your left.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
It's kick-ass falling in love with My Fair Lady and producing a spy.
There's a sort of structure there of My Fair Lady, isn't there, I think?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little bit difficult to describe. I think you have to... It's a Matthew Vaughn film. Is probably the one that would give people the best, you know... It would probably give it its stamp. It's a combination of so many familiar reference points. Of course, it's spies. I think the Kick-Ass with spies was my first handle on what his intention was, partly because I loved Kick-Ass, and I loved his relationship with the superhero material, because this is clearly was a film made by a man who was not attacking the genre. He was in love with the genre, you know? It's about a boy who loves it and wants to find his way into that and make it real. And that's the fantasy. You know, when I was a kid, and I would have loved to have been a spy or a superhero. I watched Batman and Bond, and so if you tell a story about a kid like me who becomes that, then that appeals to the fantasy. And they do it over and over again. This is the standard superhero and spy entertainment fare. And I think Matthew Vaughn's making use of that. You know, this isn't telling young men that don't worry if your life is terrible, a superhero will come and take you into a magical world. It's a fantasy.
I love Bond, and I love Bourne and Bow. I love these films, but they're very serious. And the world right now is a very serious place, and I think we need some entertaining and escapism from the world we're all part of right now. And I wanted to make a film that's fun. So I sort of looked back at the old spy movies, which were fun and entertaining, and said, let's do the modern version.
I think they are very serious, but that doesn't mean I don't love them. I think they're brilliant, actually. I just think they're a different kind of movie. And I know Matthew loves those films as well, so I don't think he's... I don't think he thinks they don't have a place. I think he thinks they do.
It's the way he talks.
Yeah, it's the way. That's the way Matthew talks. You know, yeah.
I know what you mean.
Too serious.
No, but they're clearly too serious for him right now. This is, you know, he's clearly in love with the lightness, the light end of that spectrum. You know, because what's happened in taking a more intense route, you know, a darker route, something that's more grounded in reality, and I'm thrilled by them too. I love the Bourne films, I love Skyfall and all of that stuff that's going on now. But it has left a big space for the sillier, crazier, you know, the Roger Moore era, the Avengers, the stylized, heightened, where it's just there for fun, you know.
We were just reminiscing that when we came out of a spy film as a kid, when you're in the car, you're imagining it's going to fly, or you thought my pen, I could get someone with my pen, or my, you know, I could make back then with no mobile phones, I could make a call with my phone, with my shoe, and we said, let's do that. Let's recreate that feeling we had when we were kids of watching these movies. Now I'm an adult now, so I have to. That's why we then the Kick-Ass side came in, because I'm, you know, But I was trying, so when adults see this film, they'll have the same sort of inkling and memory of what they had when they saw Star Wars or Indiana Jones or all these other movies for the first time.
We are an independent international intelligence agency operating at the highest level of discretion. The Kingsman agents are the new knights.
It's a very personal film. It's very... I mean, Harry Hart was the easiest character I've ever written. It was just like, this is me. And actually the name Harry Hart's one of my best friends. So I was just like, this is just crazy easy. And yeah, I mean, Layer Cake, There's a lot of layer cake in it. There's a lot of Kick-Ass in it. There's a lot of X-Men in it. There's a tiny bit of Stardust. So yeah, this is my thesis of all the films. I had to do something really different next because otherwise people will say I'm a one-trick pony. But yeah, this is the amalgamation of everything I've learned.